Good evening. Welcome to another edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show right here on YouTube. My name is Leon Jones, and tonight I'm going to talk about something that looks like The Walking Dead, and it's known as a skin rotting drug called Xylazine. Now, the skin rotting drug is running havoc across major cities here in America. The skin rotting drug, and it does rot your skin and causes wounds. It can also cause depression. But this is a dangerous drug because it's been found inside of fentanyl. Let me share my screen and let's get to the information here for you. A new drug known as Xylazine or tranq has caused major havoc in cities across the United States by causing deadly symptoms such as skin rotting. Now, the zombie drug was approved for veterinary use by the country's Food and Drug Administration and was used to cut heroin, but it's recently been discovered in fentanyl and other illicit drugs, according to reports. Now, Xylazine, which is a non-opioid, is not safe for humans because an overdose prevents one from responding to naloxone or Narcan, the most commonly used overdose reversal treatment. Now, with repeated exposure, the drug causes symptoms such as excessive sleepiness, respiratory depression, and raw wounds, which can become severe and they spread quickly. Now, if the ulcers are not treated, they can turn into dead skin called eschar, which necessitates amputation. And everybody knows what amputation is. Now, in 2021, the city of Philadelphia reported that 90% of lab-tested dope samples contain Xylazine, which raises the risk of overdose when combined with other illegal substances. Now, the appeal of Xylazine stems from the fact that it prolongs the high of opioids such as fentanyl. However, people suffering from substance abuse disorders claim that the new drug has snuffed out any kind of joy associated with getting high. Now, tranq is essentially zombifying people's bodies. Now, Sam, 28, a patient, told the news media he said that he had no wounds until 9 months ago. Now he has holes in his legs and feet. According to the New York City Department of Health, right around 27 people have died in New York from Xylazine overdoses, and that happened back in 2021. And experts believe that Xylazine could exacerbate the ongoing drug epidemic. Now, what does zombie mean? Now, if you're not familiar with zombies, well, we have a number of individuals out here who are absolutely normal, and their mindset is more zombifying because let's just be honest here. A lot of us are pumped up with drugs, and we don't even know what the drugs contain. See, what I will tell you about even legal drugs relieve the symptoms, but these pharmaceuticals are a billion-dollar industry, and they're going to keep pumping more and more and more drugs out so people can buy those drugs. Now, here in the West, we are a drug-obsessed culture. We think a drug is going to make us better. Now, we're all going to go one day, but a lot of drugs cause side effects. So you can have a drug for one symptom, but something else happens. This is what people don't know. Now, when we deal with zombie, it refers to a human who lacks the ability to speak or move, as in voodoo belief and in fictional stories, like The Walking Dead. and who is believed to have died and been supernaturally reanimated. It refers to a supernatural force that in voodoo belief may enter into a dead body and reanimate it. Now, who created the first zombie? Well, you had The Walking Dead, and then you had by George Romero, and this came out in 1968 when I was 3 years old, The Night of the Living Dead. Now, George Romero is regarded as the first fictional zombie in pop culture. Now, again, when it comes to zombies, do I believe in zombies? No. Let's look at a video here. Share my screen, and I'll try to pop up a video. I can find one. And this is one right here, fair use. Let me share my screen, share sound, fair use. Now, this is the zombie drug. Look at these people on a screen here. They look like zombies. Well, let's get it in. And by the way, this is not a scene from any movie. This is what's going on in a city near you. Individuals are walking around like zombies because of this drug. Let's continue. Fair use. And you see how it's altering individuals' behavior? I mean, again, this drug was approved by the FDA for veterinary use. Again, this is a drug that is not used for humans. But again, when humans find something to get a good high, they will use it. I remember back in the days, they were using LSD, speed, and they were using drugs, and even airplane glue to get high. You know that you used to put together your model airplanes. Well, again, fentanyl has been out there. I know a couple of people who passed from fentanyl, but these individuals out here from seeing The Walking Dead look like The Walking Dead. Let's continue. Again, you see how the individuals on this drug can't control themselves. Yes, I'm stopping and starting the video up so it doesn't get flagged from my channel. And I want to put my own commentary within this video. But this is what the Walking Dead syndrome looks like. So again, the Walking Dead does exist based off of this drug. Let's continue. Fair use. I've just shown you that The Walking Dead from 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 this from this it does exist. That's what The Walking Dead looks like. Now you see that there's a lot of weight loss. You see that the mindset is there. You see how individuals are walking dead. Now again, we've always had drugs, but nobody's talking about this. Thank my sweet chocolate for sending me this information. She gets all the information for me. This is one that I had to look into because I've seen The Walking Dead on television, but this is happening in real life. And this video came from Philadelphia. And of course, there are other cities. San Francisco, if they're not in the mix, they're going to get in the mix. New York City is in the mix. It's going to come to Baltimore, Chicago, all the urban areas. So is there a cure? Well, there is a cure if you understand what the drug is used for. And the cure is don't use it because it's not for humans. It was approved for veterinary use. And people don't understand it. It's a quick high. And I'm just going to tell you this. Drugs have always been around, like I said before. This is a new one. Now, going all the way back to 2020, you know what happened in 2020. And if you look at everything that's going on now, it's gotten more violent. And let me prove to you, violence in every race is high. There was a massacre today at a bowling alley. Nobody picked it up, but I'm going to tell you about it. It was in Maine at a bowling alley. And I've been to Maine. Maine doesn't have a lot of people. Its largest cities are Bangor and Portland. Now, was it drug related? I don't know. But there are a lot of people who are walking around who should be institutionalized, but they seem very normal. The problem is, many of us, we deny what's going on. We deny that we have symptoms. But in the end, what we put in our body can not only harm us, we could use what's harming us and pass it to somebody else. Now, again, I know the pharmaceuticals, it's a $1 billion industry. Look at the Rona. Made a lot of money. A lot of people rich. But here's the problem. It's drug out, tranq, Xylazine. It's inside fentanyl. Fentanyl is deadly enough. But it's another drug that people aren't talking about, especially here on Black YouTube. But I'm going to talk about it. Because what you've just seen out there is coming to a theater near you if you live in an urban area. So if you hadn't seen the series The Walking Dead, I just showed you 3 minutes and 10 seconds of Walking Dead individuals, what they look like on this drug. I'm just going to say this. Health is a big problem here in the United States. I mean, our food is contaminated with chemicals. What we put in our bodies, we're destroying our bodies every day. We are a society that's addicted to drugs. And I'm not talking about illegal drugs. I'm talking about legal drugs. I mean, there are individuals out there that have Walgreens inside their house. That's a lot of medicines. And the best way to prevent from having a whole house full of drugs is to take care of yourself when you're young. But also, when you're young or when you're old, don't put substances in your body that's going to make you look like a zombie because it's going to alter your mind. It's going to cause depression. It's also going to cause sleepiness, and it may bring up the violent rage that's happening. I mean, you think about individuals today, normal individuals that go to work just like you and just like me. But you don't know what they're taking. I mean, even drugs that are legal have side effects. This tranq out here is a powerful drug. And if it's used by humans, you're going to end up a zombie. A zombie is a human that's walking dead. And that's my commentary for this edition of the 411 Talk Song Radio Show right here on YouTube. If you like what I just presented, please comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're looking for some STEM content, and I'll be doing some STEM content the weekend, going into an error propagation series, which deals with statistics and some surveying problems. If you're interested in the field of civil engineering, get over to that channel. That channel is going to continue to grow. And here's some more information. If you cannot find the 411 Talk Zone Radio Show channel or the QCIS channel, you're on YouTube. Check both of those channels out on go up on my Twitter page. And for the QCIS channel, that's the channel you get a daily dose of science, technology, engineering, math. It's also on my LinkedIn page. Because in the end, be blessed for what you have. Don't worry about what you don't have. Always know that the sun rises in the east, sets in the west. And if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if the shoe fits, wear it. If you don't like the shoe, change it. Once again, thank you for listening to this edition of the 411 Talk Zone Radio Show right here on YouTube. Till next time, my name is Leon Jones. I want you all to have a wonderful and gracious evening. God bless you. I'm out.